No, but Max is ready to go, so you're up.
Yeah. Do you see my slides?
Yep.
Great. Yeah. Hello, everybody. I'm presenting something not entirely Perl. The talk is named 80% now, 20% never, and I want to tell you a bit about my adventures with JavaScript and the HTML content editable tag. Well, recently I've discovered Carnet Notes. It's an Android application available on fdroid.org, and it basically is my replacement for Google Keep, another good note-keeping app. But yeah, Google Keep is run by Google, and I want to de-Google myself as far as possible. And yeah, it works quite nice. It can write to a WebDev share. So yeah, synchronizing with my desktop is good. But I also want to edit those files on the desktop. Those files are basically zip archives and have a single file in them, mostly the index.html, which contains the node more or less in HTML. But yeah, editing those zip archives is a pain because, well, you have to run an unzip program to unpack them, then edit them, then recreate the zip file again. So yeah, I wrote a small Perl program that unzips the file, opens it in the web browser, and there I can use content editable to edit the HTML and write it back. This is basically prepending body content editable true to the HTML file and launches it in the browser. And when I press Ctrl S to save it, the web server receives the content again, strips the outer HTML, and writes it back to the zip file. And yeah, that's basically it. And I'm going to try to even show it in action. It looks like this. Here I have a test node. And here I even can edit, add new items or stuff like that. And if the content editable does not work, I can also edit the raw HTML here. So yeah, that's basically how it works. And it works surprisingly well, automatically adding new list items. And I could also paste images here and stuff like that. But yes, not everything is that great. Let me switch back. Because there are a lot of problems with this approach. This approach gives me 80% of the functionality I want, but the remaining 20% eat up all the development time I'm willing to spend on this. For example, I'd like to have list rearranging by drag and drop. This is not provided by the browser defaults, and I would basically have to rewrite much of the editing code, and also extracting the data from the HTML is very nasty to do. Also, I'm not sure if I want to paste or if I want to keep the images or display the images in the size they were pasted. So I'd like to resize those. These are all events that you do not get from the content editable code. So you have to use Hex, or you just have to re-implement your own HTML editor. So yeah, that's it. The code is online. If you have questions, you can mail me at corian@corian.net. Yeah, and that's it. Thank you.